Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, and today I'm back for episode number 48 of my Jim Lowry Road to the Show series here on MLB The Show 16. So today we're back getting into the playoffs here, our first real playoff run, I would say, with the St. Louis Cardinals. I know that we were technically in the postseason last year with the Cardinals as we got to the wild card game, but we did lose that game to the LA Dodgers. This year, 2019, we were lucky enough to actually win the division and, therefore earn a berth in the division series without having to win the wild card game, which is always good because there's just too much randomness in the wild card game to be able to count on that kind of thing. So anyway, we've got a pretty nice pitching matchup here in game number one. It's going to be Jim Lowry versus Madison Bumgarner, the aces of both staffs. And we are ready to get things started. I'm not going to be doing any real MLB talk in this episode, at least I'm not planning on it. Maybe we'll divulge into that at some point, but I'm not planning on it. I do want to focus on the playoff run because I got some pretty entertaining games, I think, in this one. And I'm not going to spoil how far we go, but you will just have to find out. So here we go now. It is Brandon Belt getting things started here in the first inning for the Giants, but he's going to shatter his bat there and ground out to Lowry. Nice play off the mound. Now into the second inning, it's Josh Reddick at the dish, 1-0 count. Try to go low and away with the changeup there, but Reddick doing what Reddick doesn't usually do, going the other way with it, and actually pokes that one into the gap there in left center. He's going to reach second with extra bases there, so a one-out double. The Giants now trying to get on the board here. It is going to be Lou Feliz at the dish now, driving this one to right center field. That's going to get down, and that will be a base knock. Borges over to plate, but that will get the run home, and the Giants are on the board now. They take a 1-0 lead. It's Madison Bumgarner up here in the top half of the third, though. He's going to go down on the slider right there. Lowry's first strikeout of the afternoon. Now Hunter Pence would be up next. He's behind 0-2. Fastball up and in. That's going to be good for strike three. 99 miles an hour. Running that one up and in on Pence, and then later now in the game, it's the fourth inning, and this is Andrew McCutchen, who, yes, is on the Giants. We did face the Giants at one point in the regular season. I think that was maybe the episode before the trade deadline, I want to say. But anyway, we did face the Giants, and we did realize that McCutchen was on this team. It kind of adds to an already stacked lineup, but it's Bumgarner now walking. So after a hit batsman and a walk to Bumgarner, that's going to put two men on for Hunter Pence with two down, and he is going to drive one to deep left center field. Borges on the run, and he reaches up and makes a grab, and that would be good for the third and final out of the inning. So Lowry escapes the jam there. Now it's Brandon Belt up with one man down in the sixth, and that's going to be a diving grab by Jason Hayward. And yes, he is good for one of those every video, and he does it right there. Now it's Josh Reddick up later in the inning. He goes down to the cut fastball, so Lowry gets the strikeout. He is through 6 innings now, on to the 7th. St. Louis puts up 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th, though they take a 4-1 lead, and it's Joe Panik now up. He goes down on the changeup, and then here we go in the 8th inning. It is Devin Marrero at the dish. He goes down on the slider, so another strikeout for Lowry. That would be his 6th and final of the afternoon because McCutchen is going to line this one to right, and another great grab by Jason Hayward, tumbling and making the grab, and he would hang on, and that would be good for the third and final out of the inning. Lowry's day would be done after 8, and he is going to pick up the win, as do the Cardinals. 5-1 is the final score. Lowry, 8 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 6 strikeouts to just 1 walk, and of course the 1 earned run. So now simulating up to our next appearance here. We actually win game 2 but lose game 3. However, game number 4 does go our way, and I accidentally hit play next appearance there, so it kind of simulated pretty quickly, but we did win game 4. So we move on to the NLCS here, taking on the Cincinnati Reds, who defeated the Braves in 5 games in their half of the NLDS there. So we've got game number 1 here, a pretty interesting matchup between Jim Lowry and Robert Stevenson. This is an interesting Reds team, not too different from the team that you would expect them to be. Of course, they did hang on to Todd Frazier in this game, so their top half of the lineup is a little bit bulked up, but still some holes in this lineup. I'm not too worried about going up against them. I think Lowry has a chance of having a pretty good night against them, and I'll tell you what, in game 1, he did have a hell of a night against Cincinnati. You're going to see there is strikeout number 2 already. Into the second inning now, it's a 3-2 count on Jay Bruce. He is actually going to get hit there. Of course, did not mean to do that on 3-2, but next batter would be Joey Votto, and I hang a changeup there, but he was completely fooled, looking for the fastball apparently, so he goes down. Now Robinson Chirinos up next. He goes down on the slider. Another strikeout for Lowry. He's got 4 already, and then now on to the third inning. It's Chris Taylor up. He's behind 0-2, and it's going to be another strikeout for Big Jim. That is strikeout number 5. Now the next batter is going to be the pitcher, Robert Stevenson. He's behind in the count 1-2, and I think you guys know where this one is going. Another fastball up and in, strikeout number 6. And then the next batter is going to be Billy Hamilton. He's only got 1 strike on him, so no strikeout coming here. It's actually a bunt, and it's Manny Machado making a spectacular play, somehow getting the speedy Hamilton before he got down the line and got all the way to first base there. A very nice play by Manny Machado. It's been very nice to have him back at third base, of course. We had the luxury of having him as our third baseman when we were in Baltimore, and he made plays plenty of plays like that, and he is back to making them in St. Louis. Reunited once again. Here's a ground ball deep in the hole, and it could not be scooped up by the first baseman. That would be the first base hit of the night there for Cincinnati. Thought they could have ruled that one an error, but it was a tough play nonetheless. I'm not too surprised they ruled that one a hit. So it's the first hit for Cincinnati, and then here is Chris Taylor going down on strikes once again. We seem to always have his number. So another strikeout for Big Jim here on to the 6th. It is Stevenson leading things off. He's behind 1-2, and he goes down for the second time tonight. Another one on the cut fastball there. Next batter would be Billy Hamilton. He's behind in the count 0-2 once again here, and he's going to go down this time just browsing as he looks at that 99-mile-an-hour fastball. On to the top half of the 7th. Frazier up to lead things off. First pitch of the inning, and that's going to get under the glove of Machado. Just the second base hit here for Cincinnati, and another one that maybe could have been ruled an error. I don't know. I guess that would be up to the official scorer. Things just did not really break our way in terms of trying to get that no-hitter, but that would just be the second base hit. Like I said, 10 strikeouts for Lowry already, and then the next batter is Jay Bruce. He's going to ground into the 4-6-3 double play. So we are now on to the 8th inning. It's Chris Taylor up with 2 men down, and he is going to ground this one softly just past the glove of Lowry, but luckily Colton Long is there to make the play, throw to first in time. And so that would do it. Lowry would be pinch hit there after the 8th inning, and we do hold on for the 1-0 win. So we do end up winning game number 1, and like I said, Lowry, probably the best game I've really ever pitched with him. He was so dominant from the get-go. 10 strikeouts, and those 2 hits, like I said, kind of subjective if you want to call those hits or errors or not. I don't know. I guess I'm biased, but unfortunately, for some reason, the Cardinals, I should say, decide to employ a 5-man rotation in the NLCS, so we don't get the pitch again until Game 6, and we actually lost the games 2, 3, and 4, so we're now down 3-2 in the series, needing a win to force a Game 7, but luckily enough, we are back at home, so hopefully we can, ride that home field advantage and try to force a Game 7. Like I said, it's Billy Hamilton leading things off, though, in this game, and he's actually going to get that one back up the middle for a base hit, so he would go into steal second and then move up to third. Now it's Todd Frazier up. He's going to go down, though, on a goes down swinging there, I should say. So that was a big strikeout there for out number 2. 2 down now for Jay Bruce. 1-2 count, and he's going to go down up and in, cut fastball, 97 miles an hour. Good for Lowry's second strikeout of the night there. Now on to the top half of the 2nd. It is Joey Votto leading things off. He's got the count 3-2, but he goes down on the cut fastball. Another strikeout for Lowry. Now Chris Taylor up leading things off in the 3rd. First pitch of his AB, he's going to lay down a drag bunt, and then once again it is Manny Machado just making a fantastic play. I really don't know how he does it. It really doesn't even look realistic, but I'm not going to complain because Manny Machado is an absolute beast, and I love having him on my team, and I cannot express that enough. But now after Hamilton to reach again, it's Todd Frazier bouncing that one back up the middle, and that's going to be enough for Hamilton to move all the way up to third base. So it's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out here for Jay Bruce, and he's going to take the 1-1 fastball into right field for a base hit. That is going to score a run, and that will put runners on 1st and 2nd now, still with nobody out in the inning. And that's going to bring Joey Votto to the dish here as he is behind in the count 0-1. But he's going to rip that one down the left field line, and that is going to get through into left field. Like I said, another run will come around and score, and that's going to be a 2-1 lead now for Cincinnati. So they take the lead, finally getting to Lowry here. Really the first real trouble, I would say, Lowry's ran into all postseason. I mean, I know Reddick scored that 1 run on the double in game number 1 of the NLDS, but really felt like Lowry was in control for most of that game, and definitely was in control for all of game number 1. Finally, kind of showing some signs of slippage here, but we would recover now, and it's Votto up. He's behind in the count 0-2. He goes down on the fastball. So Lowry would settle in. He would settle down, I should say, really. Now into the 6th inning. It is Chirinos up. He goes down on the slider. Another strikeout as we are through 6 strong. On to the 7th. It's Scooter Jeanette leading things off here. The first batter of the inning. He's going to break the bat here. Lowry off the mound to play. A quick throw to first in time. A nice play showing off the agility right there. Now pitch number 99 coming up to the pitcher Wade Miley. He was the opposing starter here tonight for Cincinnati, and he would go down on strikes. So the Cardinals would actually pull out the win thanks to the bullpen. We scored 2 runs in the bottom half of the 8th, and then Trevor Rosenthal came on and got the save in the 9th. So we did force a game number 7, and here we go. The big simulation coming up, and unfortunately we lose 6-2. So the Cardinals are eliminated. We do fall in 7 games in the NLCS, and we're going to be moving on to the offseason once again without a World Series ring. So 2 more seasons now with the St. Louis Cardinals before we hit free agency, and we will see what happens when we get there. I'm not making any predictions, but next episode will contain the offseason and then probably the first 2 starts of season number whatever we're on now. I haven't really been keeping track of the seasons, but it will be the first 2 starts of 2021. So hope you guys are excited. Thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.